When you think about birthdays, you usually picture balloons, cake, and those warm, heartfelt moments filled with love and joy. But what happens when that day feels more like an afterthought than a celebration? Well, let me take you back to a moment from a few days ago, just shy of my 28th birthday, when I found myself at a mall, wrestling with conflicting emotions while trying to shop for my girlfriend's Valentine's Day gift. It was one of those crazy busy weeks where I barely had a moment to breathe. My girlfriend Jessica and I had been together for 5 years. We're both working in demanding jobs, always juggling our responsibilities, and making time for each other can feel like a high-wire act at times. But I always believed birthdays were special, not just for me, but for us, a chance to slow down and appreciate what we have together. So there I was at the mall, walked in with a mission, my mind buzzing about what could put a smile on her face come Valentine's Day. I found myself rummaging through displays, half-heartedly admiring a few items while my own birthday loomed just around the corner. I remember pulling out my phone and texting Jessica, maybe for a little support, or just to share what I was doing, hoping to lighten my spirit a bit in the midst of all the chaos. I typed, "Hey babe, I'm at the mall, looking for a Valentine's gift for you." Her response came quickly. "Oh, cool. Why don't you buy something for your birthday, too? I'll transfer you the money tonight." I stared at the screen, bewildered. For a split second, I thought it was a joke. But as I pressed her to clarify, it hit me. She was entirely serious. The moment felt surreal, like I was watching a bad rom-com where the protagonist mistakenly thinks their partner has forgotten their birthday, except this was real life. I had this sinking feeling in my gut. I told her, honestly, that I didn't want to be the one to buy my own gift. It wasn't just about the tangible object. It was more about the thought behind it. I wanted to feel that she cared enough to take a few moments out of her day to think about something special for me, to infuse our hectic lives with a little magic. I told her, "Jessica, I'd rather not receive anything than to buy my own gift. It feels so, empty. If I wanted something, I'd just get it myself." That's when the conversation began to unravel. Her response cut deep. She was angry, and the words that came out next stung. "It's incredible how you can be so selfish and not understand that I'm busy." My heart sank. I felt my chest tighten. I was taken aback, not just because she was upset, but because she didn't see my perspective at all. I tried to explain how it wasn't just about the gift, but rather about the effort, the small gestures, the shared love in those moments. I said, "It doesn't take much. Surely you could find time to shoot off a quick order on Amazon during a break, or even write a handwritten note." All I wanted was to know that she cared enough to put in that effort, however small it might seem. But my words didn't seem to land the way I had hoped. What I saw as an opportunity to share my feelings, she viewed as another complaint about how hard her life was. I could feel myself starting to spiral into frustration, sadness settling over me like a gray cloud. Was I being selfish? Maybe I was asking for too much? Or perhaps it was true that in these years we had spent together, one of us had grown complacent in our relationship while the other continued to put in the hard work. As I sat in my car outside the mall, the bags from my shopping trip felt unusually heavy, not because of what was inside, but because of the weight of my emotions. It struck me when was the last time I felt truly valued by her, and the thought knotted my stomach tighter. The drive home felt endless. I remember replaying the earlier conversation in my head, wishing I could take a step back and rewrite it all. I could already picture her walking in, presumably furious, and me feeling a concoction of disappointment and ache swirled through my mind. Later that night, as I got ready for bed, I couldn't help but feel that perhaps their perspective could be valid. Was I the AH for being upset about wanting to feel cherished on a day that was meant to celebrate me? Or was I being unrealistic, expecting too much of someone who genuinely might have been overwhelmed by life? So here I am, sharing all this with you. What do you think? Should I have just accepted her idea or stood firm in my feelings? Have you ever found yourself torn between wanting recognition from loved ones and understanding their struggles? What would you have done in my position?